Hi, this is Coach Monique J, and I have been asked this question for a while now, over the past maybe year or so. And I have had clients now that are student athletes and parents who are unsure of how to handle what they receive if they are blessed enough to get NIL contracts. So this video is going to give you 3 keys to success when you are a student athlete or a parent of a student athlete who is now blessed to receive NIL payments. First thing, get you a trustworthy financial advisor or accountant or professional budget creator. You can get any of those 3 will be able to help you. One reason why: because the monies that you are receiving are generally paid out to you or will be paid out to you without deducting any type of taxes. And of course, as with most young people, when they see that money coming, they believe, oh, I can just spend it, because they haven't really worked real jobs yet and don't understand about taxation. So that is why my first tip is to contact someone like me and get an accountant, a professional budget creator, and a financial advisor, especially depending on how much money you're going to be receiving and how many contracts you are getting at NIL. Second, if it's not a whole lot, right, and you can't afford in this moment to get you a accountant or a financial advisor, you would definitely want to get a budget creator. Budget creator, one time, one payment, may have to revisit it mid-year or the next year based on what you have received, but you definitely want to get you a budget creator. And this would be within the first month of you receiving your first NIL payments. And then they can also potentially, if they're like me, serve as your bookkeeper depending on how much money you receive. Third, if you are not able to do 1 and 2, parents, make sure that they are setting themselves up, or you set them up, an interest-bearing savings account where those monies will go so that they can earn money off of the monies that's deposited to them. That's the first thing. Then you're going to open another interest-bearing savings account. I suggest online accounts where they're yielding more interest than your brick and mortar bank. The brick and mortar banks generally do not pay high interest on money that you put in savings unless you purchase a CD or something like that, which is also an option. The reason why I'm saying 2 accounts, one account where the money goes, the second account is going to be where you're going to, here's the tip, you withhold from every payment a minimum of 25 to 30% of that payment. That will help you avoid, at the end of the year when you're filing taxes, owing Social Security and Medicare, which is also considered self-employment tax. As an NIL contract and income recipient, you are considered self-employed. So 15.3% of what you earn is automatically taxable, no way around it, for the IRS, for Social Security and Medicare. Now, what is the other 10% that I said, why I said 25%? It is the minimum amount, a minimum tax bracket in the United States, which is 10%. So those 2 together, 10% and 15% is 25%. That's why I said a minimum of 25%. But my suggestion is 30, because if you are going to be receiving more than $20,000 in NIL income, and you don't have an agent, or you don't have a professional bookkeeper or accountant or budget creator, and you really don't have expenses outside of the standard ones to keep you up for the contract that you have, you are going to be in higher than a 10% tax bracket. So that is why my suggestion is to withhold 25 to 30% of what you get in every payment. And that 30%, 25 to 30%, put it in the second savings account that you create so that that money can sit there, and as it's sitting there, earn you some interest off of it. And at the end of the year, when it's time to file your taxes with your professional tax preparer or an accountant or CPA, then you will be able to, because you're going to owe, but you will have the money sitting there to be able to just make that automatic payment. Also understanding, once you owe for the first year, it is going to be suggested and oftentimes required that you will have to pay estimated taxes. Your professional tax preparer, accountant, CPA, good bookkeeper will be able to let you know what your estimated payments are, when they are due, and when they should be deposited. Doing so will prevent you from the, how I owe this kind of money at the end of the year, if you are prepared. So parents, please, 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 everyone, if you got student athletes or you have friends, family members that you know are good student athletes, and it is a blessing that they're able to get this money now, please share this video. Let them know. I definitely don't want them getting in trouble early with the IRS because no one told them what to do and how to make sure that this blessing of money that they're able to get does not end up being somewhat of a curse when it comes to taxes. All right. This has been Coach Monique J, your professional accountant, tax preparer, paralegal, and all of a whole bunch of other things. But I am giving you my money and tax tip of the day. Have a good one.